So, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Caroline and I'm here today at Ministry of Skin with Nikki. So I'm really excited to have Nikki here today, so thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
And we've actually turned the tables today, so Nikki's going to interview myself and ask me some questions about the business and why I'm here and what our passions are here and what we enjoy doing. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm used to interviewing a little bit and I don't like being not out of control and not knowing what you're going to say to me. So
to the test.
yeah, so it'll be exciting until test me and see if I actually know what I'm talking about. So yeah, great. So thanks, Nikki, so much for coming. And I'll hand it over to you to put me on the spot.
Well, I can't believe that you've actually been open now for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I've probably been coming along, for that 5-year time. We've done a little bit of work together. My family comes in here. So tell me why you started the clinic in the first place, about 5 years ago.
I know, it's been a long journey. When I first started it, it was really all about, a bit about my passion at that time. So I was really passionate about the skin. But it was also trying to find, I found myself, if I wanted to go somewhere with a problem with the skin, it was very disjointed. So you could, for example, go to a specialist and have some surgery done. You could go to the GP about a little rash. You could go to a beauty place and have a facial done. You could potentially have some injectables done, but it was underground, secret places. Yeah. But no one kind of connected. And then I also felt that there was no connection with the body as well. So I really wanted to put together a place that people could come and they'd be seen as a whole holistic person and every aspect of the skin would be looked at. And in a way that was, you could trust and be comfortable at and feel that you're being looked after and you had aftercare. So again, kind of 5 years ago, or before I started, it was probably 8 years ago, leading up to it. At that time, it was, especially injectables was a bit of an underground industry, and you could easily go somewhere and it go wrong, and you have no follow-up. So that was the main reason, more or less like a one-stop shop where everyone could come, but they could trust the place, that it was doctor-led and everything was researched and evidence-based.
Yeah, and I think that's what drew me to you when I first met you back then. I loved the fact that you had that wellness and holistic approach to your practice, and so we're so happy that you kind of chose around in our little area in Torquay for this. So then why the rebrand? It's been like 5 years now, so and you have just recently rebranded. Tell me about that.
So when I first opened, I actually just didn't have a name. It's simple. I just didn't have a name for the place when I opened. I suppose the name for me had to really mean something and be something that I really liked, and I found it really difficult to find a name that I was comfortable with and also made people understand what we were. A lot of the names were quite, say, beauty specific, like the Temple or the Spa or something.
You had to encompass everything.
Yeah, we do obviously the skin cancer checks. We're quite medical, but we can also have that spa and beauty aspect. And it was really difficult to find something that I liked, so I ended up just calling it what it was, which is a medical skin clinic. But I felt it had no personality, so even myself I'd say, oh, why don't you go to the skin clinic on the highway? And, I go to that skin clinic, but didn't have anything else to it. And without that personality as well, it was difficult to brand us about what we were. So I actually came up with the name about 2 years ago, and I was pretty excited about it. For me, I felt it intertwined a little bit with Ministry of Sound, and I like the branding of Ministry of Sound. It's original, exciting, youthful, but also they do all different kinds of music. And so with that in mind, I felt that it gave someone a bit of personality. We kind of gained the personality from the Ministry of Sound spin-off. And then the name Ministry, when you look it up, does mean the place is professional and has knowledge and is the person to go to about something.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, so I liked the Ministry of Sound personality, and then the word ministry did encompass what we were.
Well, I guess you've kind of covered this in what my next question was going to be, but I've been coming here for a long while. My family comes in here and have their skin checks, so I know everything that you have on offer here, and I know you've mentioned a few things there, but kind of, I don't know, maybe list them off a bit more. Because it really is holistic, but it's expansive. There is just such a variety of things that you can come here for, and you also have your doctor service as well. So give us a bit of a rundown on everything that you cover here.
I might have to do
Let's get the word out.
I'll probably be here now for an hour.
Oh, okay. All your favourite things.
It's we actually, as a quick overview, it's basically anything to do with the skin we deal with. But we try and break that down into skin cancer, aesthetics and wellness. So we try and really have a wellness holistic approach to the skin and the person, and do that in the most non-toxic way possible, because everything you put onto the skin gets absorbed into the body, and if you're putting things on the skin, you know, 2, 3 times a day forever, we want to ensure that that's not doing anything to you internally. So I suppose the most obvious initial side is the skin cancer, and that is purely everything to do with skin cancer. So we start with the skin cancer checks, but we can treat skin cancers that we see as well, so we can remove things, and we have few other different treatments for getting rid of sun damage and skin cancer. And I suppose that's open to everyone, so we see a lot of people in the area with that. We then, under the aesthetics part, is all your normal things, so your injectables, lasers, LED lights, dermal needling, treatments for upper eyelids, lower eyelids, anything on the kind of surface of the skin, from skin peels, facials, I'll probably forget everything on my side, thread lifts, a lot of non-surgical cosmetic things. And then the wellness is really integrating it all together. So we, you know, fully aware that what is happening on the inside is reflected on the skin. So, for example, if somebody's sick, if somebody's unwell, the first reason you know is that you look at their face. You probably find it with your children or your husband. You know, if you look at them, you're like, oh, you
what's
look
up
today. Like, you look different colour, like your skin's different, your eyes are different, your colouring is different. So we all know just
straight away.
Straight away that what is happening on the inside is reflected on the skin. So I think we're neglecting the person if we're not looking on their inside. And a lot of times the stuff I see, so even just pure aging, a lot of that is influenced by your hormones. It's influenced by what's in the environment. If you smoke, if you have a lot of sun damage, all of those things we know accelerate aging. So that's what we try and look at as well. So if we see people who maybe are struggling with some acne, or struggling with rosacea, or even just aging and collagen thinning, treating the inside can really help with that. So
but also treating the outside treats your mental health, because when you don't feel good about yourself, it affects you. So treating all of this just helps people, you know, feel better.
Exactly. And that's one of the things as well that we really, it's an area I struggled with actually, because I feel that I really want to empower women, and I want to make them feel good, and I want to give them confidence and leave here with self-confidence and really good self-image of themselves. But there's that real fine line between, I suppose, giving them procedures that alter how they look and almost not promoting body image problems, but crossing that kind of line.
It is a fine line.
And it's sometimes difficult to get the ethics right along that. But the way I try and see it is that we're one, empowering women with choices, so that they know what's available and they've got knowledge and they can decide what to do. But it's also understanding beauty. So I find beauty quite an interesting element, and where that's come from. So on my side, I feel beauty has been around forever. So even if you look back to the Egyptians, they cover themselves in makeup, they want to look beautiful. And I feel that comes from the trying to find a mate. So if you look beautiful, then that means that you're healthy inside, and you've got good genetics, and you've potentially got longevity, and you're going to find a partner and reproduce well. And I think naturally we all still strive for beauty, because it gives other people the impression that we're healthy, that we're going to live longer, that we're better in some way. So we've got a natural instinct to do that anyway. So in one way we're trying to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, it's interesting, isn't it? And then and on the other side, it makes people feel better. You do, if you know yourself, if you wake up in the morning and you're a bit puffy or something, it can make you feel a bit down, or you lose confidence over it. So.
And it's hard. We have to be so careful we're not judging other people and what they do, because we all have our own cross to bear, or our own thing about ourselves that we don't like. And if you can fix that little thing and feel better, great.
Yeah, exactly. And it's becoming so much more popular now. And I think that the previous issues around it was that it was new and it wasn't around anymore, but it mainly came out in the 80s, all the injectables and things, and now that's becoming more popular. I see it similar to getting your nails done, or getting your hair done, or putting your makeup on. It's just another element that we now have access to maybe used as a prevention, so to prevent you from aging, and then also maybe recover you from aging if is something that you choose to.
Yeah, but it's so good that you take that look at it, like not altering too much and being careful.
Yeah, we're always natural. So most of the time, we're doing it in a way that people might say, oh, have you been on holiday, or have you had your hair dyed, or have you had your hair cut, or have you got new clothes on? They can't kind of work out what's happened, rather than any abnormal looks. We really want harmony. So when we assess people, we look at their face and we want to harmonise each aspect. So as a whole, it looks nice rather than just big lips or big cheeks or something like that. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of things there. What about your favourites? Like, what are your favourite treatments or favourite procedures that you do here?
Yeah, difficult. I think, to be honest, the thing I enjoy most is making people feel happy. So I think the whole reason I went into medicine was to want people to feel like that they're listened to and they're understood, and what they want is explained to them, and when they leave they feel someone is looking after them and supporting them. So that's my main aim with anything. So I think for me, my favourite time is when I hope people feel that they're comfortable and listened to, and they can come back if there's issues, and that there's someone who's got their back. I want to kind of be that person. But when it comes down to hands-on, I just enjoy anything hands-on really, and the kind of scientific artistry over what we do. So when we're using, say, injectables, actually reshaping faces, and I like instant results, so seeing the shapes or the thread lifts. So a lot more kind of surgical hands-on things. So the thread lifts, those aspects really.
Well, what about one thing that you haven't touched on yet that I know that you look after is treating incontinence as well. So how does that work?
Yes, we've got some secret behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of things that come out because obviously because I'm a doctor anyway, and then
which is really important to note.
Yeah,
you know, like you're not just someone opening a clinic, you are a doctor.
And then we run a home doctor service in the area as well, and a lot of people that come here are women, and so it kind of started off by people just asking, do we do like pap smears, or a lot of the just women only problems started being asked of us. And one of the things we found out that was available was a laser treatment for vaginal issues. And it's actually really interesting because it's something I found just by approaching women with the question.
Right.
Probably the majority of women from, once they've had a child, so it could be from even late 20s upwards, kind of secretly struggling with a little bit of incontinence.
Is it
so it's
like
more
weak pelvic floor?
Yeah, so it's more that kind of stress incontinence. So say they can't jump on a trampoline anymore, or if they cough, or if they sneeze, they can't play with the children. I do it myself now. I've had to. They're like, "Mummy, come on the trampoline." I'm like, "No," or they know now. They're like, "Mummy, go to the toilet, then come on the trampoline."
Oh, don't.
Yeah, just it's normal. It's a normal part of stuff, but it's not spoken about. Women don't talk about it very much. And the other things that occur as you get older is the vagina changes. So the vagina itself becomes drier, it's not as lubricated anymore, it's maybe more lax, it's not as tight, it maybe doesn't look how or feel how you used to want it to, and that can actually have massive impact on you as an individual in how you feel about yourself, and also on your relationships with your partner. And some women it does interfere with their relationships in regards to their own confidence, or the partner might be struggling with changes down there. So the laser is fantastic. It works as it does in other areas in regards to tightening and improving the quality of the skin. So it can tighten the pelvic floor, tighten the walls of the vagina, and improve the tissues. So that results in more lubricated tissues and potentially better sexual pleasure and improvement of incontinence, which
you know we're going to get all this out of that single question.
You're like, oh dear, right? Am I comfortable with this conversation? But then that's good. We should be talking about these things as well, because even if you don't have children, every woman is going to have these issues, and it comes down again to hormones internally. So as you get older, your sex hormones reduce, and that changes not only your skin, all your skin everywhere. It's not only the visible skin, but the vaginal skin. So every woman, unfortunately, I have to tell you, about your wrinkles. But yeah, you're going to get vaginal changes of dryness, not being as tight, and discomfort, itching, maybe reduced sexual pleasure. And now we've got ways to improve that. I know, the hope is there. Yeah, having young kids, I'm not even in that area. The mine's closed at the moment, but yeah, done. But it's yeah, it should be something that
good on
again,
you. Yeah, addressing it and talking about it and helping women.
We don't, but when you do mention it, it comes out.
Yeah. You're very passionate talking about it.
I know, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, making me stop.
Well, let's just wrap it up with talking about your wonderful team that you have here. Like just lovely, lovely women whenever I pop in. So tell us about them.
So we really work hard on trying to get the right team, and the main thing is having people with the same passion and the same drive, and also health related qualifications. It's really important that all the girls have a more like a medical background, so they're either nurses or I suppose doctors, and they have that passion about the integration of the wellness as well. So a lot of places they might just want to inject, or the beauty just want to do facials, but they're not concerned again about the whole person. So we really select as well as we can at the beginning, and then the training is continuous. So more or less every week I spend an hour with each girl going over things, so we're always up to date, and I know what's going on, they know what we're supposed to be doing, and ensure that training is continuous. And then we also just really try and have it that everyone treats you like you're their best friend or a family member, how a family member would be treated, to ensure that you get the you're listened to and you're looked after in the long run.
That's fabulous. I'm just looking at you. You're such a product of your business, because here I am with my makeup on, my hair done, my lipstick, my mascara, my blusher. And you haven't got a scary of makeup on, nothing, but to have the confidence to be going on camera, don't blush.
When I turned up, I was like, oh my god, like I have got a little bit on, but I'm not.
No,
I don't. Much. How do I do my makeup like this? Like, I don't have much on.
You don't need it.
I was like, oh my god, have you seen Nikki? I'm going to look so bad.
No, but listen, it was great chatting. So congratulations on the rebranding. And just amazing information there to share and let everyone know what you're all about.
Yeah, thank you so much for Nikki. I'm getting nervous now. Yeah, thank you so much, Nikki, for coming along. It's been actually great talking to you. My nerves have gone now. It wasn't that difficult. And it's been great having you here as well and being part of the journey. Great seeing the family. Ensuring everyone's skin is healthy and they can carry on out in the sun and not get sick with anything. So thank you very much. So I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. And we'll be back later with some videos, and maybe Nikki might come back at another time and go over some things that we do as well. Thank you.
Cheers.